It's something controversial and I don't care. I don't care how trendy or cute or fun it seems to be fat. Don't let that shift with your head. Don't let the idea that, oh, I can catch it no matter how big I am, cause you to forget about your health and to keep gaining weight.
She's speaking facts to these women that are plus size.
Or fun it seems to be fat. Don't let that shift with your head. Don't let the idea that, oh, I can catch it no matter how big I am, cause you to forget about your health and to keep gaining weight. I actually feel kind of guilty for being a part of this movement, and I know it's not my fault or my responsibility to keep other people's health, but being a pioneer in this game, like I literally was one of the first influencers to work with Fashion Nova before they even had a plus size line. So when I say I'm a pioneer, I'm a pioneer. I'm one of the main reasons why we have the plus size fashion industry that we have. And you could argue with anybody, that's the truth. And my point is that I see a lot of fat girls who gained a lot of weight from being caught up in this movement and turning around 5, 6, 7 years later talking about, damn, I let my health go to shit. I got this problem now. I'm 400 pounds. I can't do this. I can't do that. Babe, it's not all it's cracked up to be. Being attractive, being able to still wear nice clothes is not the end all be all. You got to really think about your health. Because when you're in your 20s, you think that life is just rainbows and candy.
Delusional.
But when you start creeping up in age, babes, it's going to catch up to you. I don't care what nobody say. I'm not saying that every fat person is unhealthy. Hello, I'm fat. I'm not claiming that you got to hate fat people. That's literally the opposite of what I'm saying. But let's be for real. Health is real. Organs failing is real. Diabetes, heart disease, all that shit is real. Okay? It's not fat.
It's not a joke. It's not a laughing matter. It's not. Yeah, bro. You having a long lifespan is not injudicious, bro. It's not unsagacious. It's not unwise to have a long to do things that lead to a long lifespan, that cause a long lifespan. It's not injudicious to do that, bro. You gotta really, yeah, bro. You gotta care about your health. We humans have to care about our health while we are young, man. Like real talk. Like, you know what I mean? My guy Jehudi Matra years ago, he said prevention is better than a remedy. That's a fact. And somebody else said the pain of discipline is better than the pain of regret. Those two of the realest quotes in existence, bro. In existence.
Just rainbows and candy. You don't even think about the future. But when you start creeping up in age, babes, it's gonna catch up to you. I don't care what nobody say. I'm not saying that every fat person is unhealthy. Hello, I'm fat. I'm not claiming that you gotta hate fat people. That's
definitely
literally the
don't hate
opposite
them.
of what I'm
Definitely
saying.
don't.
But let's be for real. Health is real. Organs failing is real. Diabetes, heart disease, all that shit is real. Those maladies, okay? Yep. It's not fat phobic to care about your health.
That's a fact. Yeah, hey, she's keeping it a buck, and this is coming from yeah. Come on, man. This is coming from somebody that was in that movement, bro. It's not fat phobic. All these people that are saying you're fat phobic for wanting to be smaller, wanting to be healthier, fitter, like they're bugging out, bro. They're on that corny time, bro. Like, how is it fat phobic to want to be healthy, bro? To want to go to the gym, to want to look good, bro.
The opposite of what I'm saying.
They're bugging out.
But let's be for real.
They're bugging out.
Health is real. Organs failing is real. Diabetes, heart disease, all that shit is real. Okay? It's not fat phobic to care about your health. Facts. And if nobody else wants to say it, let me fucking tell you the truth. Love yourself at any size. Wear the clothes you want to wear, but don't forget that your heart has to beat, babes. Don't forget that your blood sugar has to keep a balance, babe. No amount of Instagram pictures looking cute and being an influencer wearing a size whatever you are is gonna stop your heart from not beating if you eating bacon every day.
Gorging unsalubrious food.
Someone who's learning those lessons now.
She's wise. Salute to this girl,
the younger generation. Take care of your health. It's not fat phobic to take care of your health. It's not a joke, and I'm saying this out of love, not out of self-hate. I see a lot of my fellows,
the truth is not hate.
Content creator, fellow plus size, fellow bloggers, whatever you want to call them, plus size models, now talking about wanting to get healthy, now talking about needing to da-da-da-da. Because 5, 6, 7 years ago, when they were 22, when they were 21, 25, it wasn't a problem. Now you're 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, whatever the case is, and you're like, damn, I can't get pregnant. I have this problem. I got that problem. The problems creep up, babe.
Yep, the
And
elements.
the reality is, loving yourself also includes taking care of your body. If you want this body to last 100 years, you got to take care of it. So don't let nobody else convince you that taking care of your health is fat phobic. And if somebody's telling you that, it's because they're miserable and they want you to die and stay fat like them.
They're not. They don't have your best interest at heart. Undoubtedly, to keep it a buck, to be candid, the people that are saying you're fat phobic for wanting to be fitter, healthier, do not have your best interest. Do not. They don't really. They're not real, bro. They're fake. They're fugazi, bro. Like.
Don't let nobody else convince you that taking care of your health is fat phobic. And if somebody's telling you that, it's because they're miserable and they want you to die and stay fat like them.
They want you to die prematurely.
In reaction to what the other girl has just said.
I don't like to make videos anymore, but I have to say something about this because I have some own opinions on this. As a fat person myself, why are you mad that there are more fat influencers? We grew up not having any, us the people that are in our 20s, grew up not having any. Tumblr promoted very much pro-animal shit, and there are ways we can censor that now because there are more fat creators that people can go to look for it. I don't think that y'all really care about other people's health because y'all don't talk about skinny people. Y'all don't talk about, your mindset, you don't have disabled people in your mind. You don't have people that have medical issues. You don't have people that were born that way. My uncle was born big bone. Don't
stop using disabled people, please, to shield yourself
from criticism.
Facts. It ain't because they got a valid reason to be fat that it makes it. And it's not even that. Because even disabled people have to do a lot to maintain it and fight it. Okay, and they're not talking like you. Don't use. Don't. They got a fat word. That's not you.
Facts.
Stop. And the people you're using hate when you do that too. They hate it. Don't. You only care about disabled people when they're convenient for your party. The percentage of people.
Come on, man. I've been preached. They be speaking, bro. Like, you know what I mean? I've been preached get hate, but they be speaking, bro. Like, you know what I mean? They be speaking. Yeah, bro. I agree with a lot of things that I've been preached say. You know what I mean? They make sense about a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff, man. You got to keep it a buck. Love them or hate them. You know what I mean?
Stop. And the people you're using hate when you do that too.
That bozo, she's trying to speak for all fat people. That's corny-ish,
the
bro.
percentage of people affected with hypothyroidism is 5%.
The person that responded to the pioneer, she's trying to speak for all fat people. The person that's on this that's on this corny time, bro. Yeah, it's
stop. And the people you're using hate when you do that too.
It's crazy, bro.
Don't. You only care about disabled people when they're convenient for your argument.
The percentage of people affected with hypothyroidism is 5%. It's not all y'all. Move on.
So I already left a comment about this, and I wasn't gonna say anything else because my moods are already gathering her. But I gotta say something. Like I really tend to sit back and mind my business. I'm not minding my business because it's people like her that genuinely make my ass itch to the 10th degree. Y'all only ever want to have conversations about health and wellness when it comes to fat people.
No, that isn't true. People have conversations about health and wellness when it comes to alcoholics, when it comes to people on substance abuse. People talk about health and wellness on a whole different variety of stuff.
Yeah.
They talk about it in a sexual context when people are out there doing things frivolously. That's why there's so much sexual violence. We talk about health so fucking often, it's crazy. And I'm grateful. I think it's good. We need to be more conscious, especially when there's so much bad shit that we can eat. There's so many bad habits we can easily fall into. So many things are easily accessible. We're talking about banning cigarettes in places. Health is a common.
The 51 cancer-causing agents inside a cigarette. 51 carcinogens, bro. Arsenic is one of them. Butane. Yeah, bruh.
Bad shit that we can eat. There's so many bad habits.
Cancer sticks, bro.
There's so many things that are easily accessible. We're talking about banning cigarettes in places. Health so fucking often, it's crazy. And I'm grateful. I think it's good. We need to be more conscious, especially when there's so much bad shit that we can eat. There's so many bad habits we can easily fall into.
It's
so
all
many
about
things are
control,
easily accessible. We're
restraint,
talking about banning cigarettes in places.
sagacity,
Health is a common
prudence.
discussion in our zeitgeist because people are becoming much more health conscious today than they have ever been. I grew up in a time where people used to be smoking indoors. How
Yep.
do you think that changed? People started voicing health concerns.
Yep.
It became a big
Secondhand.
topic of conversation.
People getting
And there was
cancer
a
from
bunch of laws
secondhand
that ended up
smoke.
being passed because they felt like it was an issue. And the same thing is said for a lot of different habits. Health is often discussed, so I reject the notion that we don't talk about it. That is not true. What do you want?
That's easily, yeah.
Sorry.
Let me say that one more time.
Yeah, bro. Abba just repudiated that BS that she was saying and debunked that BS, bro.
Because they felt like it was an issue. And the same thing is said for a lot of different habits. Health is often discussed.
What she's
so
saying
I reject the
is a
notion that we
canard.
don't talk about it. That is not true. What do you want? Sorry.
Let me say that one more time. Y'all only ever want.
People started voicing health concerns. It became a big topic of conversation, and then there was a bunch of laws that ended up being passed because they felt like it was an issue. And the same thing is said for a lot of different habits. Health is often discussed, so I reject the notion that we don't talk about it. That is not true. What do you want? Sorry.
Let me say that one more time. Y'all only ever want to have conversations about health and wellness when it comes to fat people. You are not addressing food districts. Y'all not talking about how unaffordable healthcare is. You're not bringing up the fact that. Say that one more time. Y'all only ever want to have conversations about health and wellness when it comes to fat people. You are not addressing food districts. Y'all not talking about how unaffordable healthcare is. You're not bringing up the fact that people with diabetes have to ration their insulin because they can't afford it. Do you know how expensive asthma inhalers are? Like, do you understand that people don't have access to basic resources?
What is this deflection? I remember people talking about healthcare not being accessible for a long time. It has nothing to do with you. People with all kinds of disabilities, different issues, health problems, having to go to avoid the hospital because you don't want to pay a big medical bill. Like, this has been a topic. How do you think Obamacare even came about, or some of the subsequent bills that came afterwards? This idea that people don't talk about the healthcare system and how things are unaffordable is totally not true.
BS.
This is
Rubbish.
This comes down to the same thing that I was saying earlier. It was like, it almost looks like every fat person who like does this kind of stuff online has the same talking points. So
Yep.
repeat it verbatim. You bring up that there's a health crisis and that people got to make better choices, and they start rattling off things where they can deflect and not have to talk about the issue.
But that's exactly what something that is trigger does. They don't necessarily answer the question,
Allergic
or they don't really want
to
to
candor,
do a video talking about
to
whatever the
honesty.
person is like a reaction, but she's not responding to whatever anything she said. The other person said. That's bullshit.
Jersey Mike's, you gotta see him freshly slice your sub right in front of you.
Care how many of her friends want to sit here and be like, oh yeah, she just cares about people, she just wants people to be healthy. I don't care. All you have is an opinion and a preconceived notion about what health is. I'm not moved. No mountains are moving over here.
We don't have to move. It'd be very difficult. We don't have to. We're not even gonna try. No.
Bars.
To care.
Yo, Abba just spat a bar. You know what I mean? He spat a bar. A savage bar.
You're gonna be moved by a health diagnosis.
Yeah.
You're gonna be moved by your shortness of breath. You're gonna be moved when you struggle to take a shit.
Facts.
God,
Yo, Abba is cooking her right
you're
now.
gonna hit your 40s and you're gonna be moved by the doctor. You're gonna be moved. You have to move. It'd be very difficult, but we don't have to. We're not even gonna try. No, I don't care. To care. We don't gotta move you. You're gonna hit your 40s and you're gonna be moved by the doctor. You're gonna be moved by a health diagnosis. You're gonna be moved by your shortness of breath. You're gonna be moved when you struggle to take a shit. You're gonna be moved when you struggle to get out of cars. You're gonna be moving, and you're gonna be moved when you can't move because your knees are fucked up. We don't gotta do nothing. You will see the dark future that comes for you. Because guess what, honey? Nobody gets to be your weight and gets to be very old in life. They don't.
Short lifespan.
Vast majority of them are dying.
Premature.
I don't have sympathy. I start to lose it after a time when I realize that you are out here hurting other people with this rhetoric. You lose it. Because I've seen
manipulation,
people I care
deception,
about have to die. People that were
I know people too in my real life that passed away, bro. Passed away prematurely from, bro. Yeah, it's terrible, bro. You know what I mean? Morbid obesity, bro. That ain't a joke, bro. You know what I mean? Yo. Your health, bro. You gotta care about it, bro. You cannot be gorging unsalubrious food for a long time and think that nothing will happen, bro. Like,
Start to lose it after a time when I realized that you are out here hurting other people with this rhetoric. You lose me because I've seen too many people I care about have to die. People that were amazing contributors in society die
yep.
because they didn't have any more limbs to cut off after diabetes. Their heart just gave out.
Life is going to do two things: either move you or remove you.
People that were amazing contributors in society died because they didn't have any more
R.I.P.
limbs to
man.
cut off after
R.I.P.
diabetes.
to the people that he knew, man. R.I.P. to the man. R.I.P. man. For real. Yeah.
Have to die. People that were amazing contributors in society.
I meant to say I know one person. You know what I mean? I did not mean to say people, plural. I meant to say one person that passed away from obesity, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, that, bro, it, like, a lot of people had to, yeah, bro. A lot of people had to lift her up, bro. Yo, man, bro. It was, yeah, bro. Yeah, it's not, bro. Yeah, that obesity stuff ain't a joke, bro. It's not.
Start to lose it after a time when I realized that you are out here hurting other people with this rhetoric. You lose me because I've seen too many people I care about have to die. People that were amazing contributors in society died because they didn't have any more limbs to cut off.
R.I.P. to my cousin, man. To my female cousin that died from obesity, man. Straight up.
Life is going to do two things: either move you or remove you.
That's a bar too, right there.
That is a bar.
Yep.
That is a bar.
That's a
bar.
That's a strong bar.
Life is going to do two things: either move you or remove you.
Facts.
And I've been moved. Trust me.
This one was really interesting because like her main rebuttal was just immediately drawing a bunch of like false equivalencies to try and make her point when really they have nothing to do with anything. Like yes, all of those things are very valid things to talk about in the medical system, very valid concerns, but just because all of those things exist does not mean we shouldn't talk about other things that exist.
Thank you. Shout out to you, homegirl. Who's this, Megan Ann?
Things to talk about in the medical system, very valid drawing a bunch of like false equivalents.
Trust me.
This one was really interesting because like her main rebuttal was just immediately drawing a bunch of like false equivalencies to try and make her point when really they have nothing to do with anything. Like yes, all of those things are very valid things to talk about in the medical system, very valid concerns, but just because all of those things exist does not mean we shouldn't talk about other things that exist.
Thank you. Shout out to you, homegirl. Who's this, Megan Ann? Shout out to you,
Megan Ann.
Are you really gonna sit here and tell me obese people aren't as big as you think they are? Because when I look at this photo, what? I'm not saying that you have to look like the two women on the left, but there is something clearly wrong with the woman on the right. Not saying that she's not worthy and deserving of love, because she is, but she's unhealthy. She can hardly fit in her freaking shoes.
That's the truth. The
I am so
irrefutable,
confused.
indisputable
Why
truth.
on earth would we promote people walking around and looking like this? It's not healthy.
It's
And
not.
it's honestly
It's
mean
really not.
to say that someone is beautiful and all this stuff when it's like we're literally lying to them.
Yep,
and making them think
acquiescing,
that it's okay to be that way,
capitulating.
when it's really not, because it's hurting their health
Yep.
and it's shortening their lives. If you
It's
really
not
care about
benefiting
people,
them.
you tell them the truth.
Facts.
I just saw the video that everyone on Body Positive TikTok is talking about, and I want to make a very quick point that anyone who talks about fatness being trendy or a trend or cool, don't listen to them. They're not credible. Anyone who says that is honestly delusional because look at how fat phobic and diet centric and just demonized fat people and fatness is in society. Who is saying it's a trend? Who is saying it's trendy? It's demonized everywhere. What's to look forward to? What's cool about it? What's trendy? Getting harassed on every single platform?
You can be both. You can be trendy and demonized. You can be trendy and demonized. Black people are demonized, but hella trendy. It's been trendy on TikTok. People are stealing the dances and doing that and everything in the third, stealing the music and all that. Trendy, demonized. You can be both. So the fact that some bad thing is that you can be, life is not one etiquette, one tag. People can be many things at the same time. And sometimes those things are the opposite.
I'm with you. Okay?
Sometimes, not long ago, Kim Kardashian was talking about the beauty standards. And she was saying, oh, the beauty standards is so excessive and it's hard to keep up and this and that. And I went, bitch, you are the beauty standard. You are the reason why people are like that. People look like you, but this thing can become bigger than you, and you have to keep up with it, hence making you also a victim of what you created.
Yeah, Kim K got a patent on BBLs. Every time you get a BBL, $1 goes to her legal fund that she uses against Kanye.
That's cap, but that's funny. That's cap, but that's funny. But that's pretty much it. So yeah, the fact that you can be one of me, yeah, it's possible.
So you speak your example, we demonize pills and illegal substances all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Guess what? There's also other subsets of our culture that encourage it. Remember lean and music?
Hip hop.
There's ways in which, even though something can be demonized in certain subsectors, in other ones we can be encouraging and pushing it to people, making
Praised.
it accessible. Hence what he's talking about right there. Even though in general society looks down on this whole being fed,
Condemns.
absolutely. There's other subsections of the internet in different places which encourages it, which makes it acceptable, or almost enables people to continue doing so. When they are out here saying, like, you can eat anything, there are no bad
No
foods.
consequences,
You want to eat
no-
Oreos, go ahead. And this thing stupid, and that's a nutritionist paid for by food companies, that's them creating messaging to get to you.
Negative program.
And that's not even individuals, it's just influencers. It's stupid, and that's a nutritionist paid for by food companies, that's them creating enables people to continue doing so. When they are out there saying,
Detrimental
like,
stuff,
you can eat anything,
deleterious
there
stuff.
are no bad foods. You want to eat Oreos, go ahead. And this thing stupid, and that's a nutritionist paid for by
Polluting
food
your
companies,
mind with that
that's them
BS.
creating messaging to get to you. And that's not even individuals, it's just influencers. Companies are literally paying millions of dollars in marketing money to get certain kinds of messaging out there to make their
To the
terrible
public.
foods more appealing to you. This is not even just an individual thing. There are systemic problems that encourage a lot of this stuff. But there's absolutely culturally issues that enable your behavior.
I don't think being fat is trendy, but I do think it honestly has become more socially acceptable over time. I'm not saying that's a bad thing either, because representation is very important. I think we also have to be honest, and also just absolutely not surprising that like a fat acceptance creator would just diminish someone else's experience right away without really listening to what they're trying to say. I feel like that happens often.
Somebody who was part of the whole fat acceptance thing and a pioneer of it realized some of the things that are wrong with it. And now she's being accused of being a grifter, a sellout, engaging in fat phobia, telling people to be health conscious to really start to take it into consideration.
That's crazy. They're praising.
And now it got so bad she ended up doing
Like in society, people praise the fake people and castigate the. They praise the fake people and castigate the real people, bro. It's sad, man.
They're trying to say. I feel like that happens often.
somebody who was part of the whole fat acceptance thing.
Salute to the pioneer, man, for
Realize some of the things that
for
are wrong
keeping it a
with
buck
and
with
that's
these
being
people, man.
accused of being a grifter, a sellout, engaging in fat phobia, telling people to be health conscious to really start to take it into consideration.
Crazy, bro.
And now it got so bad she ended up deleting her video and pretty much going offline for a little bit because she was being harassed by so many of these people from the
That's crazy. That's sad, bro.
being accused of being a grifter, a sellout,
That they
engaging in
branded
fat
her a
phobia,
grifter,
telling people to
sellout
be health conscious
for
to
being
really start to take
real,
it into
bro.
consideration. And now it got so bad she ended up deleting her video and pretty much going offline for a little bit because she was being harassed by so many of these people from the fat acceptance group.
Terrible.
Listen, it's
Terrible.
either life moves you or it removes you. Two things.
That's a bar. That's a fire way to end this joint. Yeah, man. Yeah, if y'all like that joint, comment, share, sub, show love, tell them Devo the Amberverse sent y'all. Let me know what y'all think, man. Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro.